Hope everybody's doing all right. This holiday season, 2017 is right around the corner. Just wanted to give a little update on my tank since the last time I did a video. Kind of did something I should have gone with my instinct, but I was rushing things, and that's when bad things happen. Pretty much say like 75% of all the fish that I had in the tank died on me because I left them in the bags for too long when I first bought them, because I was acclimating them, and like the ride home was an hour long by itself, because I had to go to Jack Watley to go get all these tetras and stuff at a cheaper price, because if not it comes out real expensive. You're trying to fill this up with a whole bunch of little tetras, but they got fin rot, and then slowly but surely, like I said, 75% of them all died, all the rams and everything, and it was just a headache. I was trying to treat it in here with some Milfex, I believe it's called. I don't know, it's for bacterial infection and fungal infection. I'll put the description of the two medications. I mean, and this big of a tank, it's too hard to do it. You got to do it in a smaller tank. So I went ahead and I bought more, but I did quarantine them for about 2 months, and I didn't see any problems or anything like that. So it just seemed to be the ammonia and and the nitrites and nitrates all concentrated in those bags is what really messed them up. But other than that, also I did go ahead and change around some things. I did go ahead and add some crypts to the bottom, which they're doing fairly well in sand. I put them in sand before. I mean, they don't flourish, but it's something to look at on the sand. And I did add narrow leaf, Java fern, I should say, on the front, and they're gonna be bushing out. There's another little one right there. And I lowered the temperature just a little bit to inside the tank. It's actually like 79. So this mini weeping moss is actually starting to turn more green now. You could see it now, because before it was literally like, let me show you guys. I don't know if you could see there. It's like black. It's starting to turn green now, but with the temperature, if it's too high, they just pretty much, the little tips turn green and the rest of it turns black. This is Java moss that I tied down. I had a whole bunch of it just to see how it works, but everything seems to be growing up high. I guess it's not getting enough light, so it's not growing as bushy, but the lighting right now is pretty much perfect. I don't get that much algae at all. I just get a little bit on the rocks, as you can see right here, that I just scrub off. The sand is a little bit of a pain. I don't know if you guys can see here. It normally turns like that color right there, all of it, like kind of like a yellow, greenish, black algae on top of the sand, and I just siphon it. I got pretty lazy with it. But other than that, yeah, I added a couple more Anubias, I believe. I didn't have them in the last time that I did a video. I did buy a whole bunch of different Bruciphilandra. I think like about 5 different kinds, and I'm gonna be putting them, all along some of the branches here that are coming out like that. Right now I got them in each of my, because I have a shrimp rack as well that I'll do a video on later. I got one in each one on top of a rock, so as they grow I'll clip them out and put them over here. I mean, they shouldn't grow too fast. They're slow growers in itself, so once they hit the warm water, I'm sure it's going to stun their growth a little bit, but I might try to keep this tank until I get the discus. Probably I want to do it now, but I'm the only one working right now. I got my girlfriend is finishing her master's as we speak, so once she's done with that, I'll be able to splurge and get my discus. I do plan on getting about like in the 4-inch sizes, and then growing them out in a separate tank in a 100-gallon, and then once they're adults, bringing them over here just to save money. And I would like to grow them out. I know a friend of mine has some right now, and he's been telling me the trials and tribulations through them. you know. So I think it would be fun to go ahead and finally get discus. This is what this whole plan was. I will be getting in at the beginning of the year, though. I will be putting in an order for long fin. I think I'm just gonna get. They have this guy. He specializes in dwarf cichlids, and he has all long fin electric blues, the German blue rams and the gold rams. He got them all long fins, so I'm definitely gonna go ahead and take advantage of that and get a couple of them. Try to breed some of them as well. I also have pistogrammas that I'm actually breeding as well. And my other on my shrimp slash fish rack that I have is. And like I said, I'll make a video about that later, more in depth. I'm still kind of setting that up right now and everything. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the filtration. I also changed the filtration from having socks on the bottom. It just became too much of a mission to go ahead and change the socks every time they were dirty. And you literally have to change it like every 3 days or so to really be on top of it, and then just flipping them inside out and having to put bleach on them and the whole nine, and then washing them off. I just went ahead and I changed it to some regular filter floss rolls, and I'll show you guys that right now so you guys can take a look at how I switched that out. So what I did here was I just went ahead and well, first of all, I went ahead and added this baffle right here and took off the socks that were there. And just to add a little elevation, I'm gonna go ahead and I put this is just regular acrylic that I cut and glued, and then this is another piece that I'm just gonna place on top like that to be able to take it out easily. And then my filter pads are gonna go on top in there. On that piece, and it raised up the pads a little bit. I didn't have to change any of the plumbing or anything like that. I did have to raise the light a little bit. It's a little too strong, but I have wisteria floating on the top with some floaters. I forgot what they're called. They're not red, just regular floater. Frog bait, I believe that's what it is. That's my media that I have. It's a little bit of a mess down there. I haven't really cleaned up. But yeah, I have my CO2 down there, as you guys seen in my other video, and all the electrical stuff that's there. Now, as well as that, I did go ahead and add on a Amazon sword on that left-hand side, more towards the middle though. I don't know if you guys could see it right there. I filled in that gap that was there before. I felt like it needed something big and green there to make that island look a little bit more bigger.